Okay, so are you sick and tired of receiving spam emails or phone calls? Today, we are going to dive into opting out of all of the above. My name is Alaina Capasso with Advisor Realty Services.
And I'm Shaun Slight with USA Mortgage.
All right, so let's just dive right into it.
So whether you've bought a home before or not, applied for a credit card, you've probably, or even before that, you've probably had to deal with spam phone calls, spam mail, all of that. I actually have a separate business number because I know that if someone's calling my personal number and I don't know that number, it's probably spam.
Right.
So there's ways to actually prevent that. It takes a few steps, and you want to do it before you're going to start looking for a home or getting pre-qualified for a home, because that's the way you're really going to prevent these trigger leads from happening. So what happens is that when your credit's pulled, that information is sold by the credit reporting agencies to different lenders, and it's available for lenders who use it, and not all do, but to cold call you and to try and get you to, borrow with them and work with them rather than who you're currently working with or the people in your hometown. So the number one to stop those leads is something called acap.ctrealtor, and we're going to put a link below. That is good for 5 years. You go to their website, you put in the information. The important thing to remember with that is you have to give it at least 5 days in order for it to cycle through the credit reporting agencies. So if you are thinking of not just buying a home, but buying a car, getting a new credit card, and you want to avoid this, do it a week or two ahead of time, and then you'll be able to avoid those trigger leads. If you're tired of the spam calls and you want to reduce them as much as possible, this was big years and years ago, but is kind of, people have forgotten about it. There is the donotcall.gov, and again, we'll put the link in below. That takes longer to go into effect. It's up to 30 days. But again, that should severely reduce the spam phone calls, especially from legitimate, lenders who are just trying to get your business. Sometimes those robocalls when you're using Gmail, those might still happen, but this will severely reduce the instances of that. And then finally, for reducing spam mail, which most of us, I feel like, we get spam mail all the time. We just toss it in the trash. We're not really thinking about it. This is important because some of it can look legitimate and might cause you to take action that you didn't actually need to.
Yeah, I do have to say, we just purchased a place and we have been getting a ton of mail that does look very legit. It will say something along the lines of, open this to get your deed, or send in the check and we'll send you verification of your mortgage. So anytime I get mail like that, I do make sure to always send it to my lender to solidify, is this real?
Exactly. And those are triggered because when you buy a home, it's public record. Your deed is recorded, your deed of trust is recorded. So they're able to, use AI or algorithms to pull that information and send you this piece of information that looks legitimate. It'll even have your lender's name on there because that's on the deed of trust. But if you read really closely, it has nothing to do with your loan. It's trying to sell you a copy of your deed of trust, which is public record. You don't need a stamped
to pay
copy.
anyone. Yeah.
So in order to prevent that, and again, we'll put the link below, you go to www.dmachoice.org. There's a small fee. It's $5, but it's good for 10 years. So you will severely reduce all of that extra mail that you're getting. And so you don't have to worry about, is this legitimate or not? It's not going to affect the legitimate mail. You're still going to get things from your credit cards, your actual lender, your homeowner's insurance. All of that will still be able to come. It's just going to prevent the leads that they're purchasing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's Alaina and Shaun. Take care.
Thank you.